Hey traders, John Hell here. I want to make a quick video. Well, hopefully it's quick. Haven't you noticed that? When people say it's a quick video, it's like 30 hours long or something. Anyway, I want to make a video why I believe gold could be making where there could be a big rush to gold as this decade unfolds, and why I'm a big believer. I would rather invest my money in gold than in a property, especially right now when property's already made big moves, right? If you look back, so that's what this whole video is about, because I've been reading Ray Dalio's Big Debt Crises. Big Debt Crises. Ray Dalio, The Changing World Order, and so, oh, by the way, guys, if you're looking for a free trading course to actually help you with your trading, I actually recorded a brand new one actually last week, and I'm giving away for free. So go to johnsfreegift.com. So this is the let me see if I can zoom in here. So this is the post that I put up on, if you go to my community section, right? See my community section up here. So my community section here, you'll be able to see this is the post here. And I said, this is from Ray Dalio's book, The Changing World Order. And then my comment was, gold will soon be so much higher than today by 2030. We could see $10,000 gold by then. People, and this is where a lot of the big problem is that if you want to invest for long term, okay, I want to jump on the big trends. How do I jump on the big trends? There's the differences between investing and trading, okay? Trading is pattern recognition. Trading is all about understanding, looking at patterns, right? Technical analysis. And again, in that free trading course, I give you my #1 trading system for the last 17 years. After testing all the different trading courses out, I teach you for free my #1 trading setup, right? But that's short-term income, right? In, out very quickly. You could be in and out with a couple of days. But my long-term investing, I'm always trying to position myself, okay, what's going to likely to happen this decade? So at the end of this decade, just think back 10 years ago or whenever Bitcoin started, right? You could buy Bitcoin at $100. So, I'm going to buy this, and by the time this is all over, this thing's probably going to be worth a few $1 million, right? This position, or maybe more, right? That's how people got really well back then by doing that. And that's the whole thing that I'm always positioning myself as well too. So I don't know it all, right? I'm not a know-it-all. I'm really good at reading charts. I'm really good at understanding technical analysis and that sort of stuff. But when it comes to the big macro stuff, it's only the last 4 or 5 years I've been really diving into it. So I was reading Ray Dalio's book, and this is the looking at here, right? This is man, what's the word for it? This is the page 126 from the actual book, Ray Dalio's book, Changing World Order. And look at this here. This is stage 6. This is the last stage that happens, and we're slowly going towards that right now. That's what's happening this decade, right? Then there is a flight back to hard money. Through history, people who learn from history will benefit from it, and people who don't understand history are doomed to repeat it, right? So here's the thing. Here's the big thing. Then there's a flight back to hard money. When taken too far, aka the overprinting of the fiat currency, leads to the selling of debts, assets, and earlier described bank run. The dynamic which ultimately reduces the value of the money and the credit. Now this is like the US dollar here, right? Which prompts people to flee out of both the currency and the debt, aka they don't want to be in US dollars, and they don't even want to actually have the debt, aka bonds, right? So that's the reason why bonds are going to be getting smashed, hammered, aka interest rates going up. That's the reason why we will see another 15, 18, 20% interest rate this decade, because there's all this sort of stuff happening, right? Here's the thing here. This is where it comes out, okay? History teaches us that people typically turn to gold, silver, stocks, gold, silver, stocks that maintain their real value, not these bullshit all right, I'm on fire. It's a Sunday morning for me. I'm studying the hell out of these things so I can make sure I can stay on top of the markets. And I'm presenting to you what I've been studying for hours and hours and hours, right? And the currency and assets of other countries not having these problems, right? So this is the thing. So as we continue moving forward, there's going to be stocks that really, like right now, if I think about big stocks that maintain real value, I'd have to say things like, what would be big stocks out there? Like Microsoft. We'd have to say Apple, right? Maybe Coca-Cola. Maybe things like, in here Australia, there's a chain called Woolworths, right? There's a Woolworths. Maybe food outlets. They're real value, right? Things that people that really need these things. So as this devaluation happens moving forward through the rest of this year, there's going to be people running to this sort of stuff, gold, silver, stocks, and that sort of stuff. Some people think that there has to be an alternative reserve currency to go for this flight to happen. Remember, it's a flight back to what? Hard money. What is hard money? Through history, it's always been gold. Mark my words, guys. People who, just like they did when they had the opportunity to buy Bitcoin, right? People who position themselves in the gold, by the end of this decade, we could see 10, possibly even a $20,000 gold again. What am I saying again? It hasn't been there before, but in my mind it has. But this is not true as the same dynamic of the breakdown of the monetary system and the running to other assets happens and then obviously the next page, right? This is page 126 here. So traders, for you guys that are totally against, you guys are all cryptocurrencies and so on and so forth, right? Just remember, if you're investing now I trade cryptocurrencies. In fact, there's actually one cryptocurrency right now that's setting up beautiful for a really good short-term trade, right? I love trading those things for short-term trades. Gives me really good money, right? Really good income. But the thing is, guys, is that I'm doing this stuff here because I really want you to, as you can see here, this is from the book from Ray Dalio, Changing World Order. And I believe gold, we could see $10,000 gold. Why? Because it's a factor of what's going on in these markets here, right? In what's going on through here. So we can see as the dynamic unfolds and as this is continuing to flow, we can see that there's going to be a major flight back to gold, silver. Can you imagine what's going to happen, guys? This is slowly building underneath our feet. And I'm doing this, guys, because I want you to also not just look at the short term. Oh my goodness, this thing's the hottest thing. Oh my goodness, look, it was crypto, and then it was oil, and then it's energy, and then oh my goodness. Stop looking for the next hottest thing. Because if you want to be part of the next hottest thing, as it's already hot, as it's already just heating up, not when it's already too late, this is what's happening right now. Be smart and listen to people. This is why, guys, I don't know it all. No. That's why I'm reading this. And this was a screen. And when I actually read this, stage 6, I'm like, it hit me like a ton of bricks, right? An absolute ton of bricks. And this is the reason why. Gold right now is just under 2,000. What is that? Is that that's not 100? Like, could you put your money in gold, or put your money in in a property, piece of property, right? Now the thing is about property is that you can generate an income, but there's also the heartache and the headache from dealing with tenants and all that sort of stuff as well too, right? So, but the big thing that Ray Dalio was saying is typically when this happens on the next page, which I'm pretty sure was 127, right? On the next page of 127, what they were saying is as this is starting to unfold, because so many people, history tells us that people typically run to gold, silver, stocks that maintain their real value, and currencies and assets in other countries, right? This is the thing, when people start to flock, when they actually, there's a flight, not just a movement, there is a flight back to hard money. When this happens, this is typically when governments start to outlaw you actually being able to own it. And that's when things are going to really, really, really hit the roof. So guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. But through history, this is actually what's happened through history, right? There's a flight back to this here. So I see gold making big moves. My only concern is what I said to you before, is that as this flight is happening, that I hope they don't start to outlaw it, so where people like myself have got millions and millions of dollars in gold and potentially tens and tens of millions of dollars, potentially even hundreds of millions by that time, right? Or even just hundreds of thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in gold. And as that's building up for yourself, I just hope they don't start to outlaw it. And then they confiscate it, right? So you can't own it from there. So anyway, guys, this is one of the reasons why I believe this decade is going to be for gold, silver, stocks like that. But then also on the flip side, this is the reason why this is one of the reasons. As this is happening, I also believe this is going to have a flow-on effect to the mining sector, and I believe the mining sector is going to make even bigger percent moves, especially that GDXJ.